Bill Newman, I'd like to purchase the property that you have for sale listed on 11th Street in Eugene, Oregon. It's about 0.88 acres and it looks flat. It's got a couple curb cuts going out to 11th Street. It's got a bunch of good neighbors, a lot of traffic going by. It's like the main traffic of the area. I've got a tenant I'm working with in some other areas that is expanding and looking at this region. I think this size fits them. And I would like to purchase a property. There's property for you, maybe doctor the numbers a little bit for this location and make the numbers work off of that. So if you're up for an offer like that, please take a look at the offer that I've got attached here. My name's Luke Smith. You can look me up on YouTube. I've got 1,500 plus videos about different properties that worked on all across the country. You can go to county records, look up the properties there, you can see what I buy them for, what I sell for, all that kind of good stuff, right? I'm a data guy. I like looking at data. I like the data approach to these kinds of properties. I like the traffic that's going by out here because I can study that traffic. I can see where they're going, where they're coming, when they're in the next town, a couple towns over, when they're on vacation, what brands are those people shopping at? When they come back and they live and they work around here, they're missing that brand, right? That brand could be here. It could be on this site and it could be serving those customers. I like to take that data. I like to present that data to the brands that belong here. And so I like to come up with those data sets, put them together and then track that in lots of different ways, lots of different data methods I pull together to do that. If you're interested in the data side of that approach, I've got a website that's linked in the description of this video. Feel free to go back there. I teach, I learn by teaching, and a lot of people show up to my live sessions there. We share information, we share strategies, we share tenants, we share lots of different deals in there. So if you're interested in that, feel free to hit that link and go back to that community. And hopefully I'll see you in some of the live sessions over there. If you're interested in financing these kinds of properties out into the future, I've got different ones under development and different brands, different properties, different deals in multiple different ways that I'd love to pass off and recapitalize so I can go make more offers like this. We could take more vacant land, turn it into cash flow and assets, unlock value, make them go forward, if you will. So feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is on ruralvacantland.com if you'd like that. Ruralvacantland.com also has a couple thousand properties I've traded and pictures and maps and things going back over time. Feel free to check that out. I'd love it if you subscribe to this little YouTube channel. We're always talking about real estate. Maybe you have a passion for real estate too. I got into these high traffic retail properties somewhere along the way. I was working on residential properties. I got these high traffic retail ones. And I knew they were worth more than putting a house on these properties. You can see McDonald's across the street kinds of properties, right? Go walk across the street without looking, you're going to get run over. Those kinds of streets. And shop goes there. I tried marketing those things. I looked at data of how much they usually sell for, and I couldn't get those prices for the life of me. It wasn't until I started finding tenants for those properties that I could get those prices that I could see in the county records and crossing the tape that other people were getting for their high traffic retail properties like mine. Even next door, I couldn't get it without finding a tenant. It wasn't until I started finding tenants for these properties that they really started to move and started to happen. So now I've taken it a little bit further and I take property like yours, match it with a tenant, and we can unlock value and I can pay for the property and go from there. So if you're interested in that, all those different resources I just spelled or asking questions, feel free to call. My contact information is there along with the offer. Hopefully you'd look at my offer and get back to me and ask questions. Feel free to ask questions along the way. Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. Hope to see you. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.